Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Planet X News, September 30th, 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here today with Dr. Claudia Albers, Jeff P., and the Boogie Man. And we are going to be discussing, well, a little bit of drama in the very beginning. Once again, the person. Now, let's do this. The crybaby over at the Higher Truth channel is now not only attacking Dr. Albers for her work, but he is now attacking Jeff P. Ooh. And if any of you don't know who Jeff P. is, you know, Jeff's been an investigator on Planet X and also biblical prophecy. I could say that. And also the Sun Simulator. Oh, and yeah. I'm going to be quite honest, folks. The majority of the Sun Simulator information and the footage and the lens array and the lenses, all of this information was highly investigated by Jeff in the very beginning. I'm talking, we're going back all the way to 2016. So, you know, Jeff has brought to the forefront a hell of a lot of evidence. And for a person like the Higher Truth channel to down his work and not prove it, not prove anything at all. Now, look, folks, myself, Jeff P., and many others have produced evidence showing the Sun Simulator. Okay, I took an incredible video just yesterday that's still freaking me out. Jeff's latest video is off the chain, totally off the chain. So I think Mr. Higher Truth channel, he's really, really butthurt because his channel got demonetized by YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know. And he's not selling any of his Higher Truth channel suntan lotion and what's the other stuff? The sunblock. Okay. So he's really, really hurt. He's taken a tantrum and he really hates it when people leave comments. Hey, have you seen Jeff P.'s latest video? Hey, have you seen Dr. Albers' last video? Or, hey, maybe you should check out Dr. Albers' information. You know she is a highly skilled and decorated physicist. Well, here's the thing, Mr. Truth Channel, because you're no longer the truth. You're nothing more than lies. And so far, in all of the years that you've been on YouTube, you have not shown anything related to your credentials. You say you're a highly educated man. Your daddy was a physicist, but yet you show nothing, zero. So I don't think that you have the right to criticize a doctor of physics with a 17-year teaching career and more degrees than I think you have. What do you got, your freaking GED or what? But anyways, Jeff P. has come to the stage for years now with incredible information. And the Boogeyman is now stepping foot into the arena with some incredible footage. And he's going to be here for a long time to stay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome our panel. Boogeyman, how you doing?
Beautiful, sir. Thank you for having us today. I feel really good to be here on behalf of my favorite people in the world. And absolutely. It just killed me to see that this man was going to try and attack a woman today. I couldn't do it. And well, I'm not even talking about Jeff P. No.
So Jeffrey, how are you doing, buddy? It's been a little while since we've done a live stream together.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been doing pretty good. I've been employed for a while, but I've been doing odd jobs, looking for employment. Hopefully, you do make a little more money on my channel. Got a new microphone. Maybe my voice sounds a little different.
Manly.
So it's still me. Don't freak out. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, you're sounding pretty good, man. I've been pretty busy myself over the last couple of months, and I'm just pulling up the actual live chat on my cell phone here.
That's an understatement, I think, Scott.
Yeah. I mean, that's I don't know.
I just wanted to say that, Jeff P., I watched your video today, and it was amazing to see that video footage again of the lens array, which is unquestionably there. I mean, we see these lenses in the atmosphere,
Amen.
Perfectly circular lenses, and we see the simulator moving behind them. This is undeniable.
Undeniable.
Undeniable. And then to see those objects next to the simulator, you can actually see how the lens system is refracting the light from the simulator. And now as that light somehow interacts with these objects that are there, they have to be spherical objects there, because you see the circular outline, you actually see the light interacting with them. It's absolutely amazing. You know, I actually think we should thank the Higher Truth channel to bring out, because it brings out this undeniable evidence of what is happening on our planet and in our solar system. Because when you show it again, it's just so impactful.
Amen.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. You know, Jeff, your last video was, I mean, even the one talking about the Higher Truth channel, you know, whenever the one you uploaded today, and that's the first time I saw some of that footage. Me and Claudia were watching it.
Wow, yeah.
I was like, you know, there was a bunch of expletives coming out of my mouth, because I was like, holy, did you just see that?
Right. Do you see the relationship I made between the FAA cameras and smaller lenses that I think were further in the back, and how it scatters these lights?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it just explains why we see like multiple images of the same object.
Yeah.
Dr. Albers, what's the scientific purpose behind these lenses? I mean, is this something that is well known in the scientific community?
Well, you know, I've taught geometric optics. I know how they work. Basically, they refract light, so they would change the size and the appearance of the objects. They would change where they would appear to be, so they would seem to be in a different position than they actually are. They may actually cause these objects to be out of focus, so they're not visible.
Yep.
And most of all, they make the sun simulator light.
Yeah.
They condense that light. They focus it.
Right.
So they do all that. And JFP knows a lot about this. I know you've been talking about it, that it's even possible to make an object disappear because of the type of lens that you place in front of it.
Yes.
I think JFP has made videos about that, and that's one of the things that they do, besides the holographic projections, which you, Andrew, the boogeyman, shows a lot of.
Right. So you were talking about how they're using lasers with chemtrails and to create different densities. If you have a density in the air, that would be a way of bending light.
That's right. You can do that.
Explain that a little more, one more time in this theory.
Yeah, so what I believe they are doing is they're creating out of the sky, using the nanoparticles from the chemtrails, a signal where they arrange the particles of different density, so that's a strip of high density, a strip of low density, and that creates it's a type of a diffraction pattern. It's an interference pattern, and that's when you shine a laser on it from the top, so it's at a certain altitude, possibly a little above cloud altitude, where the chemtrail planes spray. And then the lasers are in orbit. They shine the light onto these signals in the atmosphere. And that produces holographic images.
Nice.
That's a transmission hologram plate, basically, which they are producing in the atmosphere.
Hey, real quick, guys. I'm going to run the video in the background that I took the other day. And you guys can go ahead and continue to discuss this. And, you know, Claudia, I'd like to hear your thoughts on what I videotaped. Boogeyman, you also. But Jeff P., listen, buddy, I want you to just take a good look at this. And, you know, this was just on a spur of the moment, man. We were coming out of Walmart. I looked up into the sky, decided to take some photographs. soon as I put my camera up, and this is the first time ever that I got this type of effect, and it freaked me out when I looked through the viewfinder. I mean, it really blew my mind, man, because out of the thousands of pictures that I've taken, I've never seen this before. So I'm starting to sound like the meteorologists talking about the hurricanes. I've never seen this before. You know, I've never seen this before. You know, right. What did I say last year during hurricane season? Listen to what the meteorologists are saying. They're saying, I've never seen this before. Okay, what does that mean? More weather modification.
Here it comes.
But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and run this video in the background here. I'm going to share my screen so everybody can check this out. But
yeah, so we're going to watch this. Okay, on the Hangouts.
Yeah, go ahead, comment on it. You know, whatever you want. I stopped the sound in the background so you don't hear me blabbing.
This is the sun simulator picture you took just
yesterday,
the other day. It looks like the sky is folded in on the unit itself. I mean, this is unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. It's as you can see that laser beam. It looks like a laser beam. It's not just one. It's several of them are in the foreground.
Yep.
That's typically what occurs with a real image, which is produced by a holographic plate. Or it could be a lens as well. But the fact that that laser beam goes all the way down to the, look at it, it even bends like that. It is
bending, yeah. I never noticed that. All right.
Look at that. And it's not just one, because what they do with the laser, before the laser reaches the plate, they put a lens in front of it that actually widens the beam.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we see here is actually that. It's a widened beam, you know. Like,
check this out. Check this out, though, real quick. As I was videotaping this, once again, it was only like about 72 degrees outside, and there was a nice cool breeze blowing. You know, we're heading into autumn here in the Pittsburgh area. But within the first minute of this 4-minute footage, this was burning my face.
Wow.
And I was trying to stand there as steady as I could and videotape this. And then like 4.5 minutes into it, I couldn't take it anymore.
Exactly. It feels like you're entering macro.
Yeah, dude. It was intense. Jeff, what do you think about this this video? These arrays coming out of the side like that. Everybody said it looked angelic.
You know, that looked very similar. Again, what I saw from the space station photos. The beams that are coming off that same directional look like it's coming from the object. You don't think it's coming to it. That would have to be some kind of ground-based energy, but I think it's coming from the object. Look how the light split down the middle. See how we have the dark?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like it's got this rectangular box look in the middle that's darker, but this angelic array, I've never seen this before, man, and it really freaked me out when we got home.
Now, like they've cranked this thing up at its maximum intensity too.
Yeah, dude, I've never seen the arrays come out of the sides like that.
Notice the bottom beam has a thicker beam matching with the topper beam at the bottom. I don't know. It just seems like it's going across something that's twisting the light at that point.
Yeah, and there was no filters on the camera. There were no other lens covers. This is, you know, straight up, take the camera out and shoot this. And I noticed that when I turned the camera from side to side, the light was bending with
that. Kind of goes along the line with the black dot. You're not going to see the black dot because you're not looking down the barrel of that sun simulator.
Yeah, yeah. I only catch the black dot when I'm shooting on 720. I don't know why. That never made sense to me.
I've never caught that. I've never caught that. There's been like rare occurrences where, you know,
I think people catch that on iPhones. You name the phone, it caught it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the black dot theory. If you're going to hold that black dot theory, you know, the debunking theory. When you shine the full brightness of the sun, either it should always be there, it will never be there, according to that camera.
Yeah, Jeff, do me
something that just turns off and on.
Yeah, Jeff, do me a favor and take this video. It's up on my YouTube channel, and do your own video, man. Critique what you're seeing, because
do your thing.
Yeah, I you know, look, man, you've been doing a lot of work on this for a long period of time, and I was going to get in touch with you and send you the link to my video so you can check this out.
Well, look at closely at the center. Look how like it's got like it looks like a yo-yo. You see like the left and right. You got a triangular object.
Yeah, man. It's
how the light's coming from like.
Yeah, because you see, I think
wow, that is cool.
Lens systems interacting here, including the lens on the camera. So there are several lens systems that are producing a focal point, and that seems to be where the sun is.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
Yeah, so that's why there's a focal point right there. But some of the light is not focused on that focal point, and then it seems to flare out from there.
That's why I think it's got scattering lenses that scatter this light, because if you take all that light and take it to a singular lens, it would just burn everything. We showed you like a 40-inch Fresnel lens would produce 3,000 degree Fahrenheit melted copper. So I think they scatter this points of light, so it's not gonna like literally fry us like ants.
I think it's different stages of refraction that's occurring here that are
like layers of
different layers that are together producing this whole system. But the layers do not focus everything at the same point, because if it did, we would get a point of light anyway. They don't want that. They want a circle.
Have you guys seen the glints, like the ships that come and go out of the back of the sun simulator before?
No, I've never seen it. I've never caught it myself.
Because as I look at this thing and it's sort of pinched, it reminds me of Einstein's theory of wormholes and relativity, where you're folding space and time, you're folding the fabric of space, and it looks like there's a wormhole sort of behind this thing. Like you could bring both ends of the fabric together. It just looks like it's pinched. I can't get over it.
Yeah, it does look like it's pinched. That's also why I think that's the focal point.
Yeah, for sure.
They could actually be light coming from different directions, from above the atmosphere, from below the object, and from the sides. And they're being focused. So the lenses are focusing the light at that point.
This video is wild, man.
It is.
I'm sitting here watching.
Effective. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching. Jeff, I'm telling you, dude, take this video off my channel.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there.
Okay.
You can actually see the hexagon shape of it. Bring it back right there. Stop. Yeah, you see the hexagon shape there?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the actual unit itself. You can see it.
It looks exactly like it's hexagonal, because back to that cube, according to the drawing, it looks like it is spitting from a 20 by 20 cubic mirror, 20 foot by 20 foot.
Why did they need to make it hexagon shape? I've always wondered.
It's not really it's a cube. If you look at a cube at the right angle, it will look like a hexagonal.
Well, you have seen those unit photos, like the earlier units, where it literally was a hexagon, wasn't it?
Yeah, and another reason I chose a hexagonal, because it was most efficiently, if you're going to build a large panel of anything, is make them hexagonal to attach. It wouldn't work with like the surface of I wouldn't say a soccer ball, because a soccer ball uses pentagon and hexagon.
Are you guys familiar with Li-Fi, the Wi-Fi that runs through LED light now?
No,
I've never heard of that either.
Well, the Li-Fi theory is that, with the inception of 5G, so we've got Li-Fi, which is the sending and receiving of data now through LED light, right? And so
I did hear about that. That's right. Yeah, go ahead, man. I did hear about that.
So here we've got, with the inception of 5G, we've got the Li-Fi light of all lights right here in the sun simulator. I mean, these guys are able to do a real-time 3D modeling of everyone. I mean, they can keep track of everyone now using Li-Fi through the sun simulator. I mean, it's the ultimate spy machine, really. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy, but that feels pretty crazy to me. And it feels
well, that sounds like what they would want to do, because that's what the powers that be would want, and that is complete control of every human being on the face of the planet.
That feels
because the powers that be want to be God.
Yeah.
It's like called full spectrum dominance.
That would give it to him right there. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? And this Li-Fi stuff.
Look how the light is bent. See, that's amazing. That proves the lens right there.
Yep. Easily. That is a nasty image. Wow.
What kind of camera was that?
This was just off of my cell phone.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay,
and I've got
cool. That debunks, because a lot of the trolls will say it's hexagonal because that's the shape of your shutter.
No, it's
I checked. I don't think cell phones have shutters. I'm pretty.
No way.
It ain't the shape of my shutter. Look, man, I have a very expensive cell phone, and the reason why I bought this particular model, this ZTE model, whatever the hell it is, because it had an exceptional high definition camera in it with an exceptional zoom.
Oh wow!
I've taken hundreds and hundreds of photographs of the sky and clouds and chemtrails in the sun with this camera, and it has a HDR setting on the internal camera.
Yeah.
And I mean, it takes phenomenal pictures. It takes phenomenal crisp video.
Yeah, look how
I've never ever had this effect. Never.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's really nice and smooth. I like that.
Yeah, it's really freaking me out, man. I watched the video over and over and over. Jeff, I was gonna send you an email and tell you and give you a link to the video to tell you to, what I just said.
Yeah.
Take this video and download it and use it, because this is freaky.
Yeah, you see how those beams bend? That shows this extreme refraction associated with this image, because how you place the lens is actually causing these beams to curve.
Yeah.
It's actually the movement of the lens that is capturing this.
Yeah. I'd like to add one more thing too, that I think that the angle that we're looking at this would be different from somebody a little further north or south. We wouldn't be looking at it. Wouldn't be getting this yo-yo like look.
Yeah.
It would look
I'll tell you what. You want to hear something? Check this out. One of the ladies that follows me on Planet X News, and she's a sky watcher also. When she saw my video, she said, "Holy crap." She inboxed me photographs that she took almost at the same time in another state, and she got the same damn thing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so that was really freaky, man. Within hours.
Right there. Pause it right there, could you?
Well, I have these still shots. I could zoom in on them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and
I love that inverted view, man, because any of those
shows the lines how they're diverging the light.
Yeah. And anything that's flying by it, you can see it really good with inversion too.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the actual photo. What the hell did I do with it? Oh, it's in the.
You got all sorts of good stuff on here.
Yeah, that tsunami, man. That tsunami did a lot of damage. It killed a lot of people, man, in Indonesia.
Wow.
Very, very sad situation that occurred there. And I just happened to wake up 15 minutes after it happened. I came to my computer and, I said, what the hell? I'm up. Let's check on, what's going on in the world. And like I said, I caught it 15 minutes after it happened. And they did not issue a tsunami warning.
Those images are at the top of this folder there, Scott.
Yeah, there it is.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. But I saw all the video. And then I saw more video that came in.
Oh, wow.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's not as in. Oh, okay, that's better.
That is cool. My God.
Look at that thing.
Man, you went right in there, didn't you? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
JP, you were correct. This thing is looking more like the ISS.
Yeah, you had pictures of that.
Sun simulator, which in one of my latest videos, I analyzed a video that was supposed to be off Earth from the ISS, and the whole thing was a simulation. They even used a laser beam as to simulate the sun. It was obvious because it was a straight beam. And then they show the sun simulator, and it looks like the ISS sun simulator. So I think the conclusion is that it's possible that all ISS footage we are looking at is actually done in a studio.
Yes, I love when you say that kind of stuff. Man, oh, that. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one, Doctor.
Yeah, a lot of it is, sure.
I am a big fan of the whoever's directing those movies.
The thing is, they're not even good, because a movie from Hollywood would be better at simulating space than they are.
You guys got to play the Sun Simulator commercial. You guys all seen that, right?
What's that?
You guys all seen the Sun Simulator commercial?
Yeah. I've seen it.
Let's play it again, though.
I think that just validates everything we've been going over.
You got it on your desk? Can you play it?
I could.
I want to throw something past you guys again, real quick, and then Jeff, I want to see. I want to see your evidence there. I want you to play that video and point that out. But I want you guys to take a look at something. 2 days ago? 2 days ago, I was just doing my daily. Oh
wow!
SDO footage.
Yeah.
And, this was on the 28th. And there you go. This is the composite image.
That a stellar core with a vortex.
Yeah. So here you have in the little purple right here. This was a massive, massive solar tornado.
Sure was.
That rose off of the sun. I would estimate this thing to be at least 60, 75,000 feet high.
Wow.
But what is occurring right behind it is a perfect 100% sphere. That is, Claudia, how large would you think that object would be?
I actually think this is one of the smaller ones. This would be like twice the size of the Earth maximum, perhaps the size of the Earth. It's not a large, this is a small one. But that solar tornado there, what it is a gravitational vortex, which the object itself is generating. And there are actually two vortices there, one coming down the bottom. You see in some of the images that the colors on that on the smaller vortex coming from the center of the object vertically down towards the sun, slightly different color from that large darker blue one that seems to be connected to the side of the object. So these seem to be two gravitational vortices which the object is generating. Because I've just written an article about vortices, and I want to write more, because I've reached the conclusion that these tornadoes and water spouts, a lot of them that we are getting on the Earth, are very possibly created by the same type of object, but perhaps a little smaller, interacting with the Earth. They are doing the same thing on the Earth that they are doing on the sun.
Hey, you know what? I want to just step in 1 second, Dr. Albers. I want to ask each of you right now. You've had a few minutes to let this image absorb into your brain. Now, Jeff, between me and you, brother, between me and you, over the course of the last 3 years, you've come up with absolutely impeccable evidence and images.
Amen.
Okay. And I myself, I'm not patting myself on the back because this isn't anything to be like really proud of, but what do you see when you look at your screen right now?
I see it looks like a spherical object draining energy from the sun using a particular filter to see it.
Now, what do you think Mr. Higher Nerd Channel would say about an image like this?
I'll tell you, he'll say it was a helium bubble.
Okay, but that would absolutely be possible. But if it would have to be a helium bubble. But some people would say that it's a coronal prominence. But if you study and you know anything about these coronal prominences, 99.9% of them are shaped almost like a teardrop or even like a football shape. Okay.
Right.
This object, once again, in the same position where I've been capturing it now for 3 years as it orbits around the sun. Okay. It's always at these couple positions, and bingo, here it is. So, you know, how could this helium bubble or this solar prominence have such a beautifully defined spherical shape?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly circular. And what would cause a helium bubble? We all know that.
I'll tell you what would cause a helium bubble. Excuse me for interrupting, Dr. Albers, but please, just one moment. I'll tell you what would cause a helium bubble. It would be the Mr. Higher Truth channel flagellating.
Yeah, because I just want to say that if you have a bubble of anything with pressure from the outside, because the corona has a lot of particles in it, we know that the corona tends to form straight lines of particles. What would cause it to do that? Basically go around the bubble, not burst the bubble, go through the bubble. We don't have a soap film around the bubble in order to keep the integrity of the bubble here. So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that we just have a vacuum there, because the corona is made out of particles and they tend to occupy, it's gas. It tends to occupy and spread out. Why would we have a bubble of something different within a gaseous atmosphere? It doesn't make any sense. And why would we have vortices connecting to a bubble of helium? Helium is not denser than the rest of this gaseous atmosphere. Why would there be vortices connecting to it? It doesn't make any sense. But when you realize it's a solid spherical object which is denser than the corona, then you understand why the corona has to go around it. You understand why it exerts a gravitational force on the rest of the matter around it, and why it would produce a vortex.
Very good.
True that.
Yeah, those vortexes, man. I'm telling you what, you see them what Dr. Albers is talking about, but you're seeing these. If you watch the weather, you're seeing these weather vortexes all over the planet, man.
Yeah, and they're increasing all the time, which makes me think that these objects are causing them. Even though I admit it is possible that solar wind particles can produce some of these effects, I think it's more likely that real solid objects are producing them. And what I would like is an infrared, ultraviolet, or an X-ray image of the cloud structure above a water spout. I'd like to see if there isn't a solid spherical object in there.
Nice.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. And real quick, Jeff, you mind taking over the screen, buddy? And
I'll show that little commercial clip. I don't want to show the whole thing, unless you want me to.
Well, I mean, besides that, I want you to pull up your latest video talking about the higher gas bubble channel, and I want you to show everybody the
footage.
Yeah, I want you to show them the footage. I want you to narrate through it like you did on your video, because every time I watch your footage, man, it shocks me.
Okay, I've got some good ones. Yeah.
So go ahead, take over the screen. It's all yours, my man.
All right.
And can you make it extra angry, please, Jeff?
You're getting very angry. You're not buying my suntan lotion.
It's a space modulator. Okay.
Click on your box. There you go.
I gotta yeah, I'll just take me a second to get there.
Yeah, expand your screen all the way there.
All right. Oh, from the Google Hangout screen, right?
Yeah, your Google screen.
Okay, let me pause this.
It's good to know I'm not the worst on Hangouts this time.
Okay, expand that sucker.
I can never figure out any Google products. I swear.
Oh, here we go. This screen. Where do I show? How do I do expand the whole screen?
Click on the little square by the X.
Up here.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
There you go. You got that expanded. Go down there in the little white and blue box right below and click hide. And then click on your little white square in the lower right-hand corner so you can take over.
This one here. Oh, yeah. Here. Like that?
Yeah, now go pull up the video.
There you go.
We use it now, right? All right.
Yeah. There you go.
All right,
now
so this
is rocking, baby.
This is the flickering sun video, but I'll play my stuff first. Oh yeah, so here is you guys let me know if you can hear this too. Let me turn up the volume. Yeah. Actually, I'll just talk over it.
All right.
So on the Higher Truth channel, he does one still shot, doesn't even play the whole video, and that's the whole debunk right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Red lettering, color ramp. He's not allowing you to see the lenses in here or nothing. He just does that one little still shot. Classic troll move. And I'm going to skip ahead. And then excuse me. This is, this is my video.
Yeah, you should show it again because it's really good.
Yeah. Let's do the whole thing.
All right. We'll just play it.
There you go.
You want to hear? I'll just leave I don't know. I'll play the microphone if you can hear it.
Yeah, expand the YouTube screen. Click on that big square. Like you expanded full screen.
It should be expanded now. I think you should see it. I think it's just a delay.
Yeah, probably a delay.
I think I'm going to.
This still shot that he uses to debunk my channel, just this one still shot. If you want to see the lens array, you actually got to play the whole video. And if you're going to debunk the lens array, at least debunk all the proof that I presented. This is just this one still shot. Let's play. I'm going to mute this, but I'm going to show you where he talks about my shadows, and he just shows the still shot. The classic. If you would have shown the whole video, you would have actually seen the lens array and the lens array from submitted photos. By the way, I never said that this was a lens array, but that's what he's implying, right? So we'll go back here, click on this. You can see that he's not playing the video. He just, oh brother, right? And he doesn't even show the full footage. And anything else, he tries to debunk the shadows that we're seeing and the effects of this. And he talks about cameras and light filters. This is your classic lens flare guy. It's all an excuse. And he talks about redshift not showing. I never, in many of my videos, would say that this was an eclipsing planet and calling, he just implies it though. See, that's mind control, brainwash, truth attack. I mean,
you guys can all hear this, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can hear it.
I don't know where he gets this crap from, but he says this light.
I could speed this up a notch.
Right filter on there, you can get the same effect. That's true.
Okay, right there, Jeff. Right there in this video, a long time ago.
Shoot a different area of the sky.
Yeah, I was looking for videos about lens flares, and that video that he's using is from a production company that manufactures video lens flares for videos.
Any of the lens array proof,
wow.
Just that one still shot from my video. So let's just start right there where he debunks my channel by doing this similar still shot right here.
This is the one you want to watch, right?
Yeah.
Here's the footage that he left out so conveniently. If you actually would have played the whole footage. And by the way, these lens or anomalies, if he wants to say it's on the camera lens, are happening around the whole world. And I'll show you. What's of the sun or the moon even. These are the reason why we get these strange halos as well. Here's what they didn't show you. And by the way, when the sun sets with the same camera on other areas of the sky, you will not get this red lens level effect. Since when was this the new normal? If you guys can't see the lens distortion coming around this lens, he never failed to show you these.
Oh my God. Look at that, man.
Now, these are smaller overlapping lenses are also being seen on the FAA cameras. See, if you just want like a fair debunk, they say, hey, why are we getting perfect circles on our lenses here? Why is this being seen around the world on different cameras? I've shown these pictures. So if you're going to present debunking evidence, you better have a strong case. And why
Dude, that's one hell of a shot, dude. You should take some still photographs of that.
Turn into a yellow sun as it sets. What's with this circular object?
And by the way, these cameras have been offline for a long time now. I can show you that as well.
Yeah, I stopped going over.
So many lenses there. So many.
Oh my God.
Stacked together even. You see, they stacking lenses and they rotating them.
Gee, Boogie, you see that, man?
It drives me crazy. It's like people don't see these lenses in the sky. Like, what are they, blind?
Yeah, Jeff made that up, man. He made that up using like his little trinket computer. You know, he photoshopped it.
Or maybe he floated some lenses in the sky.
Yeah, maybe it's a freaking kite. My God, man. You know, we've been putting the evidence in front of people's eyes for, you know, over 3 years.
This is what I'm a little worried about, though. Like, Dr. Albers, you remember that really famous NASA video from 1996 where there were just all these parabolic dishes floating through a low Earth orbit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, who made those? Where are they from?
Yeah.
Extraterrestrial? What is that?
Well, it could be they put them all up there, or it could be that the astronaut
pause that.
did.
Pause it.
Yeah, pause that right there. This, I'm sorry, Claudia. Wait, real quick. This piece right here, man, this freaked me out too. Claudia, look at that.
Oh yes, this one is amazing.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
You, but you know,
can you bring it up on the screen? Oh, okay. Here we go. Look at that thing. Jeez.
Look at that. You see, everybody see that, right?
How do you not see that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
my goodness.
Higher Truth Channel, you are on crack, Chief.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's got to be up there with that Chris Twatter.
Chris Twatter, our favorite crackhead.
Oh,
yeah.
Holy smoke.
Yeah,
they're buddy now. Chris Twatter and the higher Nibhart channel there.
There's no one more blind than those who refuse to see.
Amen, doctor. Thank you.
That's incredible, Jeff. Listen, buddy, you I don't know what kind of software you have in video software and stuff, but you need to start taking some still shots of these incredible positions that you have this video in, and get some of those over to me, man. I've got brand new software. I've got 3D software where I've been stacking some of these images.
Oh, Scott can do magic, guy.
Yeah, dude, coming up with some amazing high resolution pictures, man, because NASA, all the NASA sites, they've downgraded the resolution on some of this stuff, but man.
Oh, Jeff. Show some of those.
Yeah, that double rainbow was quite amazing because first of all, you can only get a double rainbow if you have a double light source.
Oh.
The light source would have had to be behind the observer.
Oh, that is interesting. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, because that's how a rainbow is produced. But now, what would cause the rainbow, the inside of the rainbow, below the rainbow, to be paler than the rest of the sky above it?
Wow.
That indicates.
Man, that's some freaky footage right there, man.
You know what that indicates is that that's not a rainbow. That's an object in the sky.
That's the edge of a lens. You're right. It's exactly
that's what these are.
Hey, real quick, Jeff, I want to throw this by you real quick.
You want to pause it or?
Yeah, you could pause it. You could let it run out while
this is amazing how it interacts with an object right next to it.
But about Claudia, how many days ago was that I took the picture of the hawk?
Oh, that double hawk. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Did you see that, man? Now, how in the hell could I get not once, not twice, but 3 different times, 3 different pictures of the same bird, and I have a double image of the bird in the sky, and it was just soaring.
That's a good question.
So, you know, I'm using a really good 35 millimeter camera. It was on a tripod. And, you know, I was videotaping and taking some pictures of some chemtrail planes and bingo and some clouds. Now, 3 different pictures, 3 different times. The bird seems to have split off into like this another image.
It was like an alternate reality. Ask me, Scott.
Yeah. You see, look at this image. Look at all the interfaces around it.
Yeah, see the interference here on the right. See that lip? It keeps showing that double lip.
That's a trip.
My goodness. So what we have is multiple lenses.
Okay, this one really begs a serious question. People just pawn this off as anything normal, right?
No, there's nothing normal about that.
Look how double dark this is. By the way, they're happening more farther up north now.
Look at that thing. Oh my God.
What light is that? That is an eclipse of the sun.
It has to be.
That's the main purpose of the sun simulator. We can still have a light shine like the sun while this is happening.
Well, there's a simulator in front of this whole thing.
And see the second layer of the rainbow here?
Yeah.
And look at there.
All right. That means that it's a lens. That's the edge of a lens because you're getting refraction.
Exactly. I had a demonstration how that worked. Just a simple magnifying glass. I can show you if you guys watch my video.
Yeah.
Those are lenses.
Absolutely.
Right? How like, you know how a lens will take all the light and focus to a point.
Yes.
And that's where it's dark. Just as if you were to take a magnifying glass and put it on a sidewalk, you would see it grow dark. Like it's really intense and it gets really burning hot. But when they put the clouds, I know that I've actually captured this effect without the chemtrails, and it looks exactly like what you saw in space, the octagonal. You're going to see the hexagonal sun simulator.
Yeah.
In January of next year, we are going to have a 5.5-hour lunar eclipse. It's going to be the longest one in history. It's going to be visible from almost the entire planet. I think the only place it's not going to be visible from is from Australia. And the only reason why is because it's only 5.5 hours and not 8.5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Destroyed.
That's strange.
Hey, listen, you know, I'm just thinking about something.
Look how dim the light is out there, too. This was the noonday sun.
What the hell is that?
Look at, wait, okay, I'm going to show, I got more. There's the FAA cameras, right?
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Here we have those small lenses, I believe, reflecting here.
Oh, they're everywhere. Look at them.
Yeah, look at that.
Lenses, not just one.
Yeah.
And people are catching on to this stuff, and it's freaking them out.
Oh, yeah.
Cameras down. Look at that. Too perfect.
Wow, the sky is just full of them.
Oh, yeah.
That's like giving you an X-ray view of what is the devices that are actually up there. You know, we've been telling people for years, man, for years. And now more and more people are paying closer and closer attention, and we're literally seeing a breakdown in the matrix.
That's right.
I don't know if people are aware of. You guys, Boogeyman knows about the popcorn clouds. Oh yeah, check this out.
The popcorn clouds.
But look at this. This is actually hexagonal. No, okay.
Yeah.
And this is where I think these lenses have like light gathering technology. Let's look at this dark spot here in the same spot.
How does that happen?
And then I can show you.
The same part of the sky that we see this light distortion here.
You see how it's messing with the light?
Oh yeah.
You can't wrap your brain around it.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
You know, the one thing very strange about these lenses is how circular they are. You know, the simulators that they produced from the beginning were never circular, and that is because they have to form them out of an array. That's why they have the hexagon, because a hexagon, you can always break it up into smaller hexagons, stack them all together with no spaces between. But these lenses are perfectly circular. I have not seen a moon simulation diagram where the moon is perfectly circular.
Hey, Claudia, watch how this gets eclipses. Watch how the shadow eclipses the lens.
Watch how it just eclipses right.
Oh, this one. I've seen this one. Jeff, I think you should also point out another thing that the Higher Truth channel was saying was that you were using some cheap webcam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in reality, it's the Canon Mark D5, which is a $5,000 body with an infrared filter on a 300-millimeter lens. The guy
here, I'm going to pause here for a second. Notice how the lens array is reflecting on the water.
Nice.
You see here? Whatever the light of the moon is lighting this thing up, gathering light, it's even reflecting back on the water.
That's the moon?
Holy hell.
Well, a moon simulator, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that definitely looks strange, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Look at that. Oh, my.
How great these lines are.
It just gets so weird.
Wow.
Oh, it was rain. It's
Man, this is some incredible footage, man.
Oh, the guy knows what he's doing, no doubt.
Yeah, you see, the strange thing is that one that GFP showed of that lens interface coming all the way to the ground and vibrating. That showed that they can produce lenses out of air.
You guys remember this one, right? This one here. See, like this ghost-like image?
Yeah.
Okay, and you look at the date here. You go back a few more dates because the moon sets further back this way at different times.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go back. It's going to transition through what I believe is the lens array. Now watch what happens to the moon as it goes through 3 overlapping of those smaller lenses and behind this one. It actually split the. Watch this.
Don't just
you
give
just
us a little snapshot. Oh, look, he's debunking, talking about lenses again.
Albers. Going back to what you were saying, though, were you about to comment on these low, what are they called? ELF, extremely low frequencies, and how they create lenses using just frequency?
Yeah, I think they may be using sound waves to create interfaces. So they would produce different sound wave generators from different positions where they intersect. They would produce these absolutely circular interface. They have to use some kind of field to produce that perfect circular outline.
I was amazed when I was reading up on that, those ELF, and how they were able to create physical objects using them. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, that is possible because I've discovered that light is not a transverse wave at all. It's longitudinal, like sound.
Is that an old technology or a new one?
No, well, light's always been like that, but we've never been told the truth about light.
Amen.
That's the problem. And we told that light is a transverse wave where the energy of the electric and the magnetic field moves up and down whilst the wave moves across like that. That's a transverse wave.
That's amazing.
When you realize that the photon itself is not, we never see a picture of the photon. The photon is like a flattened sphere. So if you take a sphere and you flatten it, it becomes an ellipsoid like this, or it becomes a donut. So an electromagnetic wave is all these electrons stacked against each other.
Jeff, the moon is in 3 separate pieces there, right?
Yeah, real quick, Jeff. This was the piece of video you were just talking about where the moon passes through and breaks down, or whatever the hell they're shining.
In the 3 lenses, bending the light in 3 separate directions. 3 separate lenses.
Yeah, see, man, that's with something that's natural.
Does that even look like a moon anymore? It almost
not at all.
I slowed it down.
That looks like 3 lights.
Let me show you something. I'm just going to pause it.
PR3B. What is that?
Watch this, folks. You got to blown away. I'm going to show you government hiding stuff is at its best.
Oh, are we about to look at an aircraft carrier?
No. Oh, I could show you the aircraft carrier one. You can show that footage.
Yeah.
Okay, 65 cameras available. You see that?
Yeah.
Do you see 65 cameras here now? Nope. What do we get? Well, we got 8, right?
Oh my.
This one's saying online, but that's actually a lie, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It's been showing the same old foggy camera forever. And we look at the date on this thing, it's still showing July 25th.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
I'm not going to bother noticing this.
More to the story, you say? Okay.
More to the story.
Yeah.
And you can't do time lapse anymore on many of these photos. You used to be able to hit the time lapse, and you get this little icon here. So you're not going to get any footage anymore.
So they obviously shut this down for a reason.
Yes,
it means that we would see too much.
This is the one where I caught that plasma arc one. Was really epic shot. We saw on the Dave Dobbs and WSO. Everybody was covering it on the same camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've caught over the years, man. We've caught some pretty good images from the Australian webcams. But so much publicity. They know where we're going to get our evidence, and then they cut it down, man.
Yeah, I think they will cut down absolutely everything, and we know very well that even with the satellite images, they can show us old images. They can show us images that have been manipulated, things covered up in them. So basically, they can shut everything down, but they cannot shut down the fact that these objects seem to be interacting with Earth and seem to be causing these storms, which are really gravitational vortices. So when people understand this, they should realize these objects are everywhere in our atmosphere.
Yeah, listen, guys. I think what we should be doing here in the very, very near future is sharing as much information with each other as we possibly can.
Amen.
We're all on the same page. Some of these other channels, I don't know, man. They're in because they think this must be something that's glorifying. But Jeff can attest to this, just like I can, and just like Claudia can. That investigating these things, researching these things, and exposing them to the public changes your life forever.
Amen.
It's changed mine. It's changed Jeff's. It's changed Claudia's. I'm talking employment, your life, what people say about you, what they think about you. It's incredible. Jeff, I got one thing to say, buddy. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on putting the truth out there. And probably in a few weeks, as soon as our MFA Media Group website is completely finished, we have our own video platform on our website where we're able to issue you your own channel on our website, uncensored.
I'm so proud of you guys. Seriously.
Yeah, man. So it's only just a few weeks away. We're just wrapping up some minor details. The website's going to be fantastic. The MFA Media Group is absolutely awesome. They just got me a bunch of brand new equipment.
Wow.
Look at that thing.
What the heck is that?
Yeah, so we're going to be in good shape, man. We're going to be in good shape. We're going to keep on pumping it out.
Scott, I'm so proud of you guys, because why are we putting up with this censorship? Why are we putting up with, the rag in the mouth, basically?
Yeah. You guys got to follow us on Twitter too, because you're not getting notifications. Obviously,
that's another thing.
People unsubbing people endlessly. That's why you don't get the notifications.
Yeah, I was just telling my subscribers the other day, I've put on 27,000 new subscribers in 2018 so far, and YouTube won't give me no more than a couple thousand views.
Is that the truth, man? Jeez.
Always on the way.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
What is this stuff? These are not normal skies, guys.
Lens array. I've been crying it out for years now.
Yeah, I mean,
how about that, people? Come on.
Why would they have so many lenses in our atmosphere?
That's what I'm wondering, Doctor. I was hoping you could answer that.
You guys are familiar with the Rochester cloaking technique, right?
Yes, that was the original patent we found, was cloaking technology. What is it called? For transiting objects, right?
Yeah.
The collection of lens arrays.
That's why you have to overlap them. And one thing people ask, that when a planet is transitioning behind the backside of these lenses, the planet is going to appear to jump because it's going from one lens to the next.
Yes. But now JPL perfected those lenses, and now they're just like LCD screens in the sky. They don't need that old technology. They've got LCD screens now, baby.
I think we should touch on the topic of what we call the popcorn clouds and stuff that you guys.
Yeah, man, go ahead. Yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
You want to see it? All right.
Jeff, show them those updated lenses too. It's important these people understand the technology that's floating above our heads. I mean, when you look up, you're looking at lies, straight lies.
Let me look at this one. Oh, you guys see that?
Oh, this is amazing. I love that.
You know what? I'm gonna coin a phrase right now. We're gonna call it the lies in the skies.
Booyah! You heard it first, everybody. I love it. I love it.
Right. Something on the lens. Look at, you can see the lens, the smaller ones here. See it? One, two. There are a cluster of them.
Yes.
Looks like somebody's knuckle.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at those glints down on the water down there, the yellow ones. What is that?
Oh, look at that.
What is, how big are these things? My Lord.
Well, I think maybe it was some of the bigger ones are done with lasers.
Possibly. Because that thing is huge. It's taking up the entire horizon.
Well, you know, they could actually use holographic projections to create lenses.
Really?
Yes.
You'll see other chemtrails. See the chem clouds, right? You guys see that?
Watch this thing explode, Doctor. Watch this. This one's really cool piece of footage.
Yeah.
Catch us outside your own house. What do you think they want to chemtrail the clouds so bad?
So Jeff has got a really good collection.
Oh, come on, man. You could see the Fresnel lines on that.
Did you see that bird appear out of nowhere? The bird was getting obfuscated.
Yeah, the thing is, when you create a hologram, it's like a real object. Light can pass through it and interact with it.
What is this, though? Look at that thing explode. Jeff, what is that?
That's why I think it's an interference signal. I think it's the way that recording of the camera.
Well,
wait. There was a split second.
Yeah, that bird. Look at that bird appear out of nowhere. It was getting obfuscated.
the lies of people.
Oh, that's freaky, man. That's some good stuff right there.
And Doctor, here's those grid patterns in the sky that we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yes.
You see it right here. Look here.
Wow.
Look. Do you see this dark shadowy object here? Transitioning object right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It happens really fast. And
The last second. This.
Why are we not talking about that explosion?
well, yeah, we can talk about that.
Really crazy looking, man. That is
It happens
very
so fast.
This is an awesome piece of footage.
I know.
Jeff, was that from New York, Buffalo, New York Skywatcher?
I believe it was.
Oh,
Okay. I just want to make sure we give her a shout out because she's amazing.
Yeah, Buffalo Skywatcher. Thank you. I always try and like support her channel as much as possible.
Oh, she's amazing. She catches the most amazing
Some
stuff.
people just get this stuff right when it's. Do you guys? We got to show the camera glitches with the TR3. That one's pretty mind bending.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
there's a halo around there. Yeah, I just saw.
Right. Yeah. You guys see the halo. This is, again, a halo, right?
Mhm.
That's an eclipse.
Uh-huh.
So that's not
Well, you know, whatever is
one big
producing
lens.
it creates that halo around the simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
the thing is, these halos are always sort of centered on the sun simulator itself. It's as if they actually, it's not so much an eclipse as they are putting something there
Uh-huh.
or placing some kind of shield behind the simulator.
Okay. But is that to smooth out the shape of it, or?
I
Oh.
think it's to better hide the objects that it may be behind it.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, this
Hope you
is
guys can hear this one.
this
Look,
is
you guys are get quiet. Listen to what it's doing to the camera. I'm going to tell you right now. This is the passing of a TR3B, slowly passing over this person, right on the edge of the tutorial field. Okay, let's listen to this one.
This is weird.
Oh wow.
Wow, that was strange.
That
Yeah,
was very strange.
That's the sound wave generator.
What is that, Doctor?
That's a sound wave.
But okay.
Yeah, so that's a sound wave. That's a sound wave, a sound signal.
Now listen to this one.
I love this one.
Yeah,
we see this here.
that's why I think
Okay, everybody quiet. Let them hear the, hear the camera.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Oh yeah.
You see that the interface that's being created there out of air itself.
Wow.
Of course, it's air full of nano particles because of the chemtrailing.
So back to the original theory that.
Yeah, so they're actually producing interfaces. And notice how the interface vibrates.
Yep, yep.
That's definitely a sound wave. A gravitational wave causes a steady interface of high density. The sound wave will cause a standing wave, which means it will vibrate between high and low, high and low, high and low, but at the same place. That's a standing sound wave. It will be produced by 2 or 3 sound wave generators intersecting somehow and producing that. Look how perfectly circular that is. That's what I said. It has to be some kind of
lens this way and then another lens this. So she's right on the cusp of this thing. It's the source of this.
Yeah.
For a split second, you could almost see the double edges on this thing.
Well, you know what I understood was that it was bending the laser of your, say, phone or your recording device, and so your laser couldn't quite decide where to pinpoint itself at,
or where the focus is.
Yeah, but that's because of at the interface it fluctuates backwards and forwards because it's actually a wave, a sound wave. And a standing wave always oscillates between a maximum and a minimum. That's why there's that fluctuation at that interface.
That's
real quick, guys. Real quick. I before I forget, Jeff, I want to show 2 photographs that I'll email them to you and you could use these. But you know, we all see these iridescent clouds in the rainbow clouds. I haven't showed these 2 pictures to anybody. Claudia, you haven't even seen these yet. But I took these 2 photographs, I don't know, a couple of days ago, and I've still been going back and forth with them, trying to figure out what the hell it is. And then all of a sudden, you know, it kind of came to me about all of these iridescent clouds, these rainbow clouds, these fire clouds. Well, Jeff, if you could stop sharing your screen, I'm going to show these 2 photographs, and because one of them showed up in your video footage that you're showing on the screen. Oh, so wow. I'll go ahead and share my screen. You guys check this out.
Okay.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay.
Check. Stop and share.
Yeah, you can stop sharing. Check this out.
I'm saying, okay.
Yeah, that's a lens there, isn't it?
Wait, you're not sharing yet.
Yeah, you have to click on my square in the lower right.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I can see it. The preview of it there, and your
click on my box.
Okay, I see it.
Click on my face. That will bring my screen up onto your screen.
Oh, that's true.
Wow. Back to the lenses.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this isn't the good part, my man.
Yeah, that's definitely a lens.
Here's the good part right here.
Wow. I was just recording one of those last night.
Now, what in the hell is that? And why does it look like the bottom of a freaking can? You can obviously look at the color, man.
I know, all the colors of the rainbow.
That's what it looks like. I think it is the lens, but now whatever object it's hiding is getting so close that we're actually starting to observe the actual object.
These actually look like the fake stars they've been putting up in the sky. Like what they'll do is they'll float these out in low Earth orbit, then they hit them with a low density infrared laser, and they light up like the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah, I mean, you tell me, man. You know, are these not the same identical colors that you see in the iridescent clouds?
Oh, definitely. These are it. This is the reason why, for sure.
And you could literally see an outer flange. Like, I mean, for God's sakes, it has to be either some type of a reflector or some type of a lens. But this is exactly what we just saw in Jeff's video.
I bet you this is Sirius the Star. I bet you. I will put
no, man, this was in the daytime.
Yeah, I know. It's trippy, man. These things are out in the daytime. They never move. They're not rotating with the Earth for sure. This is one of those holographic stars for sure.
Look.
It sits there, yeah. I think it's in our atmosphere.
Yeah, well, it definitely is for sure.
Come on, man. There's
hiding something from space.
Yeah, well, that's part of whatever they are doing. It's either the light may be naturally produced by some object, or it may be that it's their own lasers, that are in these different colors that are shining on this thing and producing some kind. This could be a projection system or part of their projection system, which they may use to simulate different objects, stars, planets, whatever. They can produce them in whatever colors.
Yes, and hold on 1 second. Jeff, remember, I don't know, man, maybe it was about a year ago, me and you, we were talking about similar pictures where, like, you could see another lens right here faintly. Remember, we were talking about, we had a conversation about when we see things like this.
Yeah, there it is.
Is there the possibility that these sun simulators get out of sync?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sun this is just such endless collaboration because we keep seeing the same lens on multiple devices around the world.
Yeah, dude, you just showed it. What was the lady's name that produced that video?
Buffalo Skywatcher.
Buffalo Skywatcher, baby.
Autumn does it too.
Word up. Word up.
He was on a roll because he had like this happening like on almost a daily basis.
Oh yeah,
he first submitted it to Mr. NB333, and he snowed a little snapshot, and he didn't really say much about it. And I said, you know what?
He never does.
And I was like going, you know what? I'm going to bet that she held the camera in that exact, because she waved the camera from left to right, and that's like she left it at that. I said, you know what? I got in touch with her. I said, you know what? Next time that happens, hold it steady right when I do it. I bet it'll sit there and just vibrate like insanely the whole time. And that's exactly what she did in those later footage, like I showed you.
It's actually scary, huh, Jeff? The sound it makes and the vibration.
Yeah, it sounds like the motor or whatever the mechanism inside the camera making that noise. Of course, you got a leaf blower in the background, but you can hear that.
Oh, it's weird.
If you didn't miss it, you can go back and watch all that lens array stuff that I popped up.
Yeah, you cannot make a story like that up. And there's no way that Higher Truth Channel watched that and still thinks that these things are fake. I mean, someone please.
Oh, dude.
I know Dazzle doesn't even touch this stuff. I know, because you're going to make yourself be an idiot.
Yeah.
Listen, the only thing that's fake is that dude, man, the Higher Truth Channel. That's it. Look, man, you're not going to look up into the sky and notice something and then take a picture of it and say, okay, that's a camera anomaly. We just saw this same shape in a half a dozen of Jeff's videos that he's captured over time. We just saw it in Buffalo Skywatcher's incredible video.
Yep.
Come on.
We got more too, man. Keep coming from
We
around
see
the world.
part of that cloud in front of that object.
Yeah, what is that?
Be a lens anomaly. A lens anomaly is always in the foreground. You would never see cloud in front of it.
All right. Look at the same. Look at the one on the far right. See, always got that double edge.
Yeah.
There's more than there's.
I think there's some technology, but I think there's something like. I think that's whatever.
A physical object.
Yes.
Hey, Jeff, what is that anomaly called during an eclipse where you just see a projection of like thousands of those little mini
we got to find the footage, but I wait to get a copy strike on it. The mini eclipses.
Yes. What are those?
And I'm telling you, that was the trolls will say because it was the pinhole, they come through leaves, and it's like, look, there were no trees in some of that. People that were in the direct path of that eclipse.
That thing is amazing.
You could probably go to YouTube and you could find like strange eclipse during the October one. And I'm going to tie that in to the burnt leaves that we saw on the MB3. Now, listen careful. Burnt spots on the leaves, okay? Not the whole.
Oh, yeah. I got the same thing here, man.
That's because I think the focus intense light is burning that hot.
Oh, there we go. There's our sun simulator.
I agree with that. I also said that the focal point of these lenses is falling on these leaves, and that's what's causing them to get burnt like that.
Exactly. That was my whole point.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
And they had what's that?
Yeah, try to bring this out a little bit.
No, that's awesome.
Well, when they caught that, I told you what I caught from the other cameras as well, how it was casting these images even bigger.
Yeah. I remember when he first uncovered that, and he was like, wow, that's pretty peculiar. Like, what could it be? You're like, man.
Look how some are lit up like a dot matrix, see?
Yeah. This guy, I'm like, he tries to piss me off, I swear.
Well, that's what those people that we usually call trolls like to do. They like to upset others. That's the whole point, you know.
Well,
Discord, showing Discord.
Yeah. He definitely got me that time, man. I'll tell you what. I'm like, oh my God, Mr. BM3, whatever your name is, Jesus. Like it's a.
I want some of that footage because I got different things to say about it, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was definitely, well, you know, Mr. MBB333. Yeah, I mean, I give him shout outs all the time. He does come up with some incredible video footage.
I'm not going to say anything negative, but he just isn't going to say it what it is.
Well, here's
the thing. Says what it is. It drives me crazy.
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't, you know, he does get trolled, and I do give him credit. You know, he kind of wants to stay in the middle. He'll show you the evidence, but, you know, he doesn't want to get heavily censored by YouTube. Even
right.
We are, man. You know, it is what it is. That's why when our new website is finished, we're going to have
going crazy.
No. Yeah, we're going to have multiple news reports 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're going to have video reports. We're going to have interviews. We're going to start listening to people around the world, what they are seeing, what they're experiencing, and we're going to touch on all sorts of subjects. Excuse me, Jeff, I hope that, you know, you find the time and you join in with me on this, man, because this is going to be one way that we're going to get our message around the world. Now, they could turn off our YouTube channels. They could censor us on Twitter and Facebook, but they're not going to turn the lights out on our website.
Booyah. That's what I'm talking about.
If they turn the internet switch off, then they're going to turn it off on everybody.
That's right.
But this is going to be our way to the higher truth.
Nay! Finally, somebody's doing it.
You know, I have a video uploading right now where I officially request and ask the Higher Truth channel to change the name of his channel
to
the Higher Liar channel.
Yo!
You have a picture in that request of a guy smoking a J.
Yeah.
What kind of high are we talking about?
Yeah, anyway, so maybe you, Andrew, can show us those images of those patterns in the sky.
Patterns. Let's look at some patterns. Which one?
Yeah. Boogie Man, you know how to share the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, man. Take it over. I got you posted up, brother.
No, I don't have anything. What do you got? Jeff, you got the floor, man. All I got is some pictures of some lenses here, if you guys want to see them. I've been digging some stuff out. Yeah, let me show you something.
No midget porn.
No, not today. They got me out here real quick. I can never. Oh, I got it, actually.
Get back in there. Get your technical guru in there.
There I am. I'm here. I heard him. He's
always struggling with this. So here's some pictures of some lenses. This is by Robbie Skykiller, guys.
Are you screen sharing?
Click on your own boogeyman square in the lower right.
Yeah, so everybody can see the big picture.
Oh, you guys can't see that?
There you go.
Oh,
we see a tiny picture. You got to click on your picture.
There you go.
In the lower right.
It's coming up. So this is by Robbie Skykiller. These are definitely lenses in the sky. I don't know what else they could be. One thing I wanted to ask the doctor, though, why I've got her attention, you know, have you guys ever noticed that the only things in this world that get a huge hole taken out in the center when they're out of focus are things in the sky? Why is that? So, like, if you're looking at a star, you're looking at a planet, and you take it out of focus, it's the only thing in this world that when it goes out of focus gets a huge hole in the center and looks like a donut.
Yeah, that's a diffraction effect. That's the light bending So when light bends, what you usually get is a central, well, all objects, no matter what, even if they are in focus, will be a central light circle, and then it will have a dark circle around that. And I mean a dark ring around that, and then a light ring around that. That's a diffraction pattern. All objects, bright objects seen through a small lens will look like that, no matter what, because light is a wave and it bends whenever it goes through a small, either a small hole or a small lens. And because it bends, it produces that diffraction pattern because it starts interfering with itself.
Huh.
Yeah. So when an image is very much out of focus, the interference is so great that instead of a bright circle in the middle, you get a dark circle in the middle.
Huh.
It's all to do with diffraction, but it means that you have a light source there, a small point of light is in the sky, and then that pattern appears when you defocus your telescope.
Andrew, do you have 35 millimeter cameras and things like that?
Yeah, I do. I have. I shoot with what's called a Sony Alpha A7 II with astrophotography modifications, full spectrum. It is modded to all heck. It is
just your regular camera, not a video camera, just a regular camera.
Oh no! It's video camera and still frame, but it is a mirrorless camera, so it doesn't have the single reflector. But it shoots on what's called a digital film plane, so it processes real time. So by all intents and purposes, it's shooting on real 35 millimeter, but it processes real time. So it's a digital film.
What I want you to do is when the next time you get a chance, get set up, take your camera and take some photographs of the sun, midday, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon when it's at its highest point, and just take still shots and not, you could zoom in a little bit, but just try to take some basic photographs from ground level and let's see what we come up with, because I don't know, man. I find that over the years, man, I mean, almost every time I put my camera up to the sky, I'm catching something freaky here. There's definitely something wild up there. There's no doubt about that.
My name is freaky. You guys want to see?
Real quick, guys. I have an appointment that I have to get to in the next 30 minutes, so I have to get going. But Boogeyman, I wanted you to, if you can, pull up your website.
You got it.
And your YouTube channel. And listen, folks, bookmark Boogeyman's website and subscribe. Make sure you guys are subscribed to his YouTube channel. Same thing goes with Jeff P. Listen, if you guys are not subscribed to Jeff's channel, you're really missing out on some awakening. I mean,
amen.
For real.
That guy definitely, Jeff has awoken me. He is turning me in. He's got me investigating sun simulators, lenses in the skies, you name it. We are.
You remember when we first started talking about this back in 2016? Oh. I mean, oh my God.
We should talk about the popcorn cloud thing.
Yeah, go ahead. I got about 10 minutes.
Okay. Keep talking. I'm going to pull that up though.
Yeah, go ahead. We got the Boogeyman's channel.
All right. So guys, we are at the number 4, THEWOKE.com. That's forthewoke.com. While you're here, make sure to check out the Woke Lounge. It's the first and only social media website designed by yours truly, strictly for the woke. And we're here at Boogeyman Up All Night, guys. I'll drop my link in the. Oh, you got it. Okay. My wife was nice enough. She dropped it in there for you guys.
Oh, she got it in the live chat?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, do me a favor here real quick. I'm going to go ahead over here.
You guys definitely prepare yourself for the strangeness when you come over to the Boogeyman channel. The realities we show are very scary. Okay? Be prepared to question your own reality. I don't choose these things. They choose me, I promise.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the I'm getting the link for Jeff's channel right now. I'm gonna put that into the live chat as we speak. And there's a link that I just loaded for Jeff P's channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel, man. 100%. Get those links in there, baby. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, I want to see these. I've just been. Is that what they're naming these things now? The popcorn clouds?
That's my nickname. If you guys got something better and clever, but we got to stick with the same thing, you know, basically what we're describing, what we're seeing.
Yeah, those are the holographic clouds for sure. That's where all the
clouds are real.
Yeah,
I think we're
Look
talking
at that. That's a hologram.
Yeah, the craziness comes out of the popcorn clouds is what I'm trying to say.
They're artificially generated, and we believe they come from the drone ship. Someone got proof of it. Boogeyman nails it.
Oh yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I recognize.
Look, there's the same effect.
Oh, are you talking to me? I'm sorry, Scott.
Yeah, man. Look. That was the same angelic effect.
Oh yeah, we are behind we are behind the sun right now.
Yeah, you see, that's a focus point. The light is being focused at that point, and we're seeing it from the side. That's what it is. That's why I said the light's coming from the side. It's focused at the middle, and then it flares out again. That's the focal point of a
that
lamp.
looks like it's coming from that, like you said, funneling the light. Like you said, focus.
And this is a hexagon, as you can see, the hexagon shape of the sun simulator. This is the main unit of the sun simulator. And you can compare it to the SBO.
God, look at that.
Yeah. So and you guys are going to be mind blown at how I caught this. You will never believe it. This was caught with a 250x microscope. So this is proof positive that we are living in a holographic universe, guys. Okay, the fact that I can get this deep, 60 miles to 100 miles out behind the sun simulator, all with a microscope.
Oh my God, there it is, man. There's the object that we were tracking back in June and July.
Yeah.
So they're simulating that thing in the satellite images, basically.
This is what I was trying to get you to look at, Doctor. I was like, tell me I'm crazy. Tell me this isn't what I think it is.
Yeah, I thought I thought it was possible that it was just something there to distract us anyway. So now that we've seen that they're actually simulating the thing in the sky.
And when you look up in the sky these days, prepare yourself for lies. I mean, just prepare yourself to open yourself up to lies, because that is what's happening up there right now.
Dude, that's amazing, man. Big props to you on that. See, that's what we've been seeing on the SETI images, what you have right there in the SREM.
We are connecting dots over here.
Yeah, this is the way that it needs to be done. You know what I mean?
This is shout out here. Check. Remember this one, guys.
Yeah.
Here's the ESA space simulator, and here's those two planets on sticks. So the same ones in the SDO. I mean, I don't know if that's the reality, but it sure looks like it.
Yeah, man.
It could be that it started out being real, and what we're seeing nowadays. I haven't paid much attention to it lately. I mainly use my old images because I somehow get the feeling that what we're seeing is being manipulated to a point that you cannot really rely on it. I mean, the SETI, the SDO is still, I mean, we can see that they can't really CGI an object inside the corona. But there's a lot of manipulation going on, and this proves it. You know, they're simulating the same object up in the sky around, obviously, the holographic image of the simulator.
That is an understatement. Now watch these crafts come and go from. Now check this out, guys. This is a trip. I don't know if you can see this, but there are two sets of eyes right behind the sun simulator. Okay. Wow. I don't know what those things are, but they're a little freaky. But if you watch these, you can see these glints. I want to say ships. I don't know what they are, but they're zipping to and from behind the sun simulator. I've got this sped up. This is not how fast it usually moves, just for the record. But
wow, look at that. You can actually see where the light's connecting to, coming from. Look at that.
That's a trip. And sometimes, every once in a while, something zips by that looks like an eyeball or like a crazy weird ship.
Yeah, I always thought that there would be a lot of devices around it doing different things. And Maybe that's what it is. Not everything is part of the holographic projection. Some of the things may actually be real in real space.
I hope those eyeballs aren't real.
I hope so too, but you never know.
I don't know if you guys can see these glints zipping by. I think I picked a spot where it's not so busy. There's one. Yeah. Wow, that was a big one. Yeah, what was that? Wow. There's some. Wow. Looks like a party back there. So I don't know if you guys knew there's a constant party going on behind the sun simulator.
Yeah, there's a lot of activity there. I mean, it must take a lot of work to simulate the sun in the sky.
Hey, I'll tell you what, real quick, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I want to show you something on my screen. I just pulled up, and this is just about a little bit over a month ago. I'm going to go and stop your screen share, and the little object that you showed up there. Click back over on my picture in the lower right-hand corner.
Did that work?
Yeah, it's on you, I think.
Okay, check this out. Jeff, this is what we're looking at right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. Doobie-doobie-doo. Here.
Oh, check that one out. I like STO stuff.
Yeah, this is from August. This is the Secchi Shrem. There's Earth, Venus, Mars. Okay, what the hell is this?
That's the thing we just looked at, huh?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as that simulated thing.
Remember this back in the day there, Jeff? Remember, Jeff, this was the parachute bomb.
Oh my goodness.
It's Dr. Albers, do you see that parabolic dish to the right? The big one that's just to the right of it. You can see where it's the sun simulator is feeding into the parabolic dish, and then it's then being, I don't know the word, distorted to the right of it. Do you see that?
Mm.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump back just a few more frames. Let's go back.
Oh, that's Secchi. Got it. Okay. I'm going to take this.
The shrimp. Let's go back 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been trying to get this.
There it was still.
What?
It's in the same position. How does it stay in the same position when the stereo spacecraft is moving and the planets are moving, but that object stays in the same place? That's
look at that, man. You got 4 planets in view.
Yeah.
Why is the sun square?
They must add it to the image somehow, because either that or that object would be very, very far away, and then it would be so huge it would be larger than the planets.
Let's go back. Let's go back 2 more weeks.
Yeah. That tells you it's a simulation as well.
Amen. What happened, Doctor? You're so tainted now.
I know.
Oops. You think it's all fake? I hate it.
Yeah, well, it's not all fake. I mean, the stellar cores, I believe, are still real. The sun may be dead, but it's still real. The real moon's still out there, even if we don't see
He's
it.
So positive. What have we done to her?
But they're simulating everything.
You're hanging out with the wrong crowd, Doctor.
Oh, look, there we go. It even makes a little twist.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
So what is that to the right there, guys? What you see that gray line? Yeah, right there.
That's a beacon, they call it. A beacon on the crack.
Yeah, well, I call it an occulter because I don't know. It's I now think it's all fake anyway.
Doctor, I love you.
It's fake, whatever.
Who cares? It's fake. NASA lies, kill them all.
Look, now we can see it again. It's obscured there. I'm trying to get back to when that bad boy was 0515. Let's go back into May real quick.
So are we just ignoring the fact that there's a firmament on the left-hand side over there? Like, what is that?
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
What is that order then?
This is them moving it into position.
Oh, it sure is moving, isn't it? Whoa.
You're driving it in.
All right.
I detailed all this back in April and May. High definition still shots of this thing. It was like a big gigantic spinning wheel.
Yes, I get lens flares of that thing every once in a while, but it's the one thing I can't figure out what the heck it is though.
Here, man, I'll tell you what, I'll blow this thing up. I'll increase the size of the screen.
What are we thinking that is, though? I mean, do we know?
I mean, it looks like, I don't know what the hell it is, man.
It looks like a toroidal space station, but, you know.
Oh, you're
Why
right.
would they show us a toroidal space station?
We call that the hamster wheel,
tell
right?
us that it's there. But it's most likely, you know, a hologram.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know. This ain't no hologram, sister. That's an actual structure. That thing is absolutely massive. And whatever it is, it made its way through the course of April, May, June, and July and parked itself right back to what we referred to as the parachute bomb. You know, we were catching that back.
You got to get to your doctor's appointment.
All right, come on, listen.
The space station park itself.
I didn't say it was the size of the space station. I said it was massive.
Yeah, well, if it was able to park itself, it had to be at such a distance that it would have to be larger than the planets.
Well, I'm not buying the hologram theory.
Because if this thing is somewhere in orbit, it would have to move and move quite quickly because the stereo spacecraft is moving in its orbit.
Do we have a Ron deck?
Maybe it's synced. I don't know.
Now it stayed in about the same position for months. That's impossible. That would place it in an outer orbit in the solar system. You have to move very slowly, like one of the outer planets. And so it would have to be larger than Jupiter.
Ooh, that's cool.
Maybe it is.
Doctor, do we have like a Ron deck for that thing? For that object? Do we have coordinates for it? Like, could I get that on my telescope?
I don't know how we would get the coordinates for it.
You just have to look where the stereo spacecraft was at that time.
Okay.
If you go to the stereo website, they usually tell you what the position is.
Okay.
And from that position, you can figure out what the constellation was in, you know.
Okay, guys. So you're hearing it here first. I'm getting that thing on camera. Watch this.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely weird, man. You know, it's been popping up. It popped up in 2016, I think it was. It got labeled the parachute bomb. I don't know why. It's definitely some kind of weird anomaly, whether it's a hologram, whether it's a structure.
Did you say hologram stuff?
Whatever, how big it is. But the bottom line is, man, it's there.
Yeah.
So there's all.
I'm going to get that thing on camera. I'll bring it to you guys first. All right?
Yeah.
We'll settle this once and for all, Doctor. We'll see if that thing's a hologram or not.
Yeah. Jeff, are you still there?
Well, I mean, we saw something similar in your microscope image of the sun simulator.
Amen.
So if the moment I see it in there, I would think that there could be a real structure in space, and then they're producing a hologram of it in the image. That's a possibility. But it's also possible that both are holographic projections, or one is a simulation, the other one's a holographic projection.
What have we done to her, Scott? What have we done?
I don't know.
She's not better.
Well, listen, I do have to get moving. I got to get to my appointment real quick. And but I wanted to thank all you guys. I don't know if we lost Jeff P.
Jeff is dead. Yes, he's a holographic projection that is.
Yeah, now Jeff P's a holographic projection. But anyways, folks, I'd like to thank the Boogeyman and Dr. Albers.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yep, absolutely, folks. Subscribe to their channels, follow the websites, and like I said before, pretty soon the only thing we're going to have, with all the deep censorship on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, private websites, and then sooner or later, folks, they're going to click that switch, whoop, and off goes the internet. We have major problems worldwide, weather modification, climate chaos. It's all here. We're all living it. It is reality. Even though some of the things that we see up in the sky, they don't seem to be reality, folks, but they truly are. And you have a lot of people like Jeff P., the Boogeyman, Dr. Albers, myself, a lot of other truthers out there. We're trying to show you. We're trying to explain it to you. But you know what? Each and every one of you, keep looking up in the sky. Keep taking those photographs. Keep sending them in. in. Create your own YouTube channels. Put the information on Facebook. Show it on Twitter. Do whatever you have to do.
Amen.
And all I have to say, folks, just keep staying tuned to these YouTube channels because we are trying to tell you the truth.
Oh, yeah.
This is not the Higher Liar channel.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not trying to sell you some bunk suntan lotion. Okay? This is not the Chris Twatter channel. Okay, this is hardcore. We're trying to find out truly what is happening. Dr. Albers, I'd like to thank you. Boogeyman, I'd like to thank you for being with us.
Thanks, guys.
He might have fell offline, but
Can you hear me?
FP, are you with us?
Back.
Yeah, somehow my microphone, it was weird.
Oh, you got shut off. We were just ended our live stream. I got to get to my my appointment in about.
All right, man, let's get going.
But listen,
cool. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, listen, buddy, we'll stay in touch and shoot me an email. I'll shoot you over some of this footage, and please do a video about that sun array video that I took 2 days ago.
That was cool.
Yeah. All right, folks. Listen, God bless. Take care. Stay safe. Planet X News. I'm out of here. Take care.
I'm out of here too.
All right.